They gon' think we pop the Zanny. They gon' think we pop the Zanny. Body leaning, can't stand it. Mixing Molly with the brandy. They gon' think we pop the Zanny. They gon' think we pop the Zanny. They gon' think we pop the Zanny. They gon' think we pop the Zanny.
Greetings and prosperities. It's Lord Thaumiel. Thaumiel's the podcast. Today, I'm thrilled and honored to present actor, writer, producer, and physical trainer, Ron Richardson.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a guest here.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Now, I would like to talk to you, start off about your early life. I would like to know where's your hometown and your travels through your young life.
Well, start off by saying born and raised in the Bronx. I did live for a year and a half in New Jersey, and then I came back to the Bronx. So I've been around here my whole life. And yeah, I mean, I grew up in 138th Street, Patterson Projects. I switched between there, Patterson and Mott Haven. I had family on both sides. And now I'm here in Castle Hill, where I reside and met fucking amazing people and just great amount of fucking vibes and energy. So yeah, this is where I am right now.
Great. How was your struggles growing up as a youth, being from the South Bronx?
Well, tough. Because I mean, if you ask any other person, if they really pay attention to it, how other people do look at people from the Bronx or from Brooklyn or from Queens, wherever you're from, it's like when you're in a different group or when you surround yourself with different people and they're just like, hey, where you from? And you say, oh, I'm from the Bronx. They'll look at you and go, whoa, okay, wow. And so it's just like, it's tough. It's so judgmental because there's a lot of people that just judge you from where you're at, like the Bronx. It's just a bad place, and it's pretty rough.
So, rough times in the Bronx, I hear you. It's very rough living in the city anywhere in the 50 states. And what age did you start liking movies, and what movies inspired you to start acting?
All right, well, this is get ready for a mouthful. But but the age of when I really got into movies was when I was really young. I was probably like around, I want to say like 9, 10. It was really started at a really young age, and the movie I seen that just like made me want to do films and make them was Blazing Saddles.
Oh.
Yeah, that was one of my first movies I've seen, and I never knew the name of it. I never knew the actors who were in it. And so one day when I got older, I realized I was like, oh shit, this is the movie that I really like. It was just, from there it just took me off, and then I just started writing about basically anything. I would just sit there and just, if I'm talking about my day, I'll just be like, oh shit, let me dramatize this. I did have a bad day, let me dramatize the shit out that and say something else happened to it and just kind of put into the story. And people actually started liking my writings, and I was just like, you know what, I think this is my calling.
And you said this started at 9 years old?
Yes.
So did you start writing at 9?
Yeah, oh well, here and there. At 9, actually, oh well, yes, actually I did. I started writing on one of the very old Macintosh computers. I'm talking about with the colorful Apple symbol that they had on it, the old gray fucking box and shit. Yeah, so I started writing on that. It was like an action. Yeah, it was like an action fucking spy movie I wrote when I was really young, and I was just like, I started somewhere, and then as I got older, it started progressing, becoming better, and then, it is where it is now.
Okay. Now, from 9 years old, did you get into any theatrical shows in high school?
No. There weren't really a lot of plays in Lehman High School. So, but there was a chance I did get to do a little skit with one of my teachers and my mentors. Actually, if it wasn't for him, I actually don't think I would have pushed on as much as I did back when I was a kid. Mr. McSherry, James McSherry, he has a book and he did a movie on his life. It's really good. But yeah, basically I did a little skit for him, and that was basically the most acting I've done when I was in high school. And yeah, it just started from that little skit.
Now, when you graduated high school, what did you do after high school?
Well, I didn't graduate high school. I had dropped out. I was back in those days. My head wasn't really on straight. I couldn't really even say I had a clear mind for a path I wanted. I had a dream, but then that dream was just faintly fading away because of all the stupid shit I was getting into. But I dropped out. I got my GED a year later, and I waited. And I guess I didn't really pick it up as much as I should have when I was really young. Like after I got out of high school and after I got to really progress with it until I believe I was 23. I started seeing these New York Film Academy flyers, and I was like, you know what, that looks pretty cool. You know, I want to do that. I want to learn more about it. You know, so when I hit 24, I enrolled in for a year in New York Film Academy.
New York Film Academy, a very prestigious school.
Yes.
A landmark of filming and acting and all those things.
Yes.
So, what year and what semester did you start New York Film Academy?
Started in 2000. Well, see, the whole thing about it was you don't do the school for a whole year.
Okay.
So they get you, it's basically 9 months.
9 months.
So I believe I had started in, I want to say early last year of June. Around that time, I started going to school in June because it was the summertime. It was around that time. It was really nice out. And I just graduated January 28th of 2017.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the agenda? What were the classes you took?
Well, see, we took a lot of classes. I just thought acting was just, hey, you're a fucking drug dealer, act like a drug dealer would act.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and act it. Okay, boom, good, you're good, come in. I thought it was just gonna be all about that. It actually got to the point where it was like, it's very emotional. To be an actor, you would have to be a good one, you know, to actually want to show people a different, you know, side to you, or just like make the acting really good. You really have to get into the work. You really have to sit there and actually read your script over and over to the point where it's like, oh, what would this guy do? Like, if I'm mad, what would I do in this situation? Like, how can I empathize with this person? I know he's wrong, but why would I do this? So we had that, and we did a lot of yoga and voice as well, which is pretty cool. And dance. They're really big on the body movement. So basically, if you're trying to do a scene and you're fidgeting, you know, it's like you gotta stop that. You gotta breathe. You know, you gotta find your comfort zone and then just say your lines. So it was a lot of shit in there.
Okay, so how many projects did you do there? How many movies or short films? And did you have to do any of your own projects to present?
I want to say I've done around, I want to say 7. I feel like it's probably 6 or 8, but I want to say 7. And I mean, I did do a film. Well, in class we basically had to see how the people behind the scenes did it, not the actors anymore. So we didn't go into the role of being actors anymore. We went into the role of actually directing a little short film we wrote. We all chose, you know, what film out of everybody who wrote a film to choose to direct. And then from there we had a chance to edit. Everyone had their own chance to edit their own style and take on that film. And then yeah, so I did get into a little bit of editing then, but that was on a different computer. And that was really fucking crazy. That was like my really first time. I was just like, what the I just froze on the fucking thing. But yeah, I did 7, and I didn't get a chance to direct, but I did get a chance to just edit. So
now I've heard that you've done a movie. What was the name of this movie that just dropped last month?
It's Dazed Express.
Dazed Express. Are you leading or co-starring?
I'm leading.
Leading. Oh.
Yeah.
So First, I would like to ask, where can we see this movie? If there's any links or stores that distribute the movie, and you can tell us a little bit about what the movie and your character is about.
All right. So for the link for the film, that will be. That is, I want to say. The director right now, she's still working on it. Because the premiere we did was just for her graduation in NIFA, so that was basically like a rough cut of what she really wanted. So until she gives me the, like, hey, it's done, here's a link to it, it's up here, then I can actually say, here it is. So actually the only person that actually got to see it and was actually lucky to see it was my main man Maury. He was there to see it. But I'm sorry, I'll get it to you as soon as I can.
Please do.
So I know you've been trying to see that. I'm sorry. It's really good too. I really love this shit. I like it.
As soon as we get the movie link, it'll definitely be a part of all my social network outlets. So
yes.
definitely
thank you.
Clicking to check it out.
You're flattering me.
So what was the movie about?
So the movie Days Express had to deal with two characters. It was a character named Ronnie and there was a character named James. Okay. Ronnie was he was a I want to say a municipal dunce, but he was a womanizer. On top of being a womanizer, he just basically was a very heavy drug user. So he smoked weed and did all this type of shit, LSD, acid and shit. So and then his friend James was a suffering PTSD. He was a person that suffered from PTSD. So he was in a war that he just came back from the war, and he was losing his son to the custody battle to his wife. So during this film, I'm trying to bring his mood up and trying to show him the better parts of life. Like, hey man, listen, this is cool over here. Fuck her, fuck that shit. And at the same time, he's battling, trying to come over here and chill with me and try to do what I do. And then the PTSD plus his
emotional problems.
Yeah, his emotional state. So it balanced itself. I was like, I'm the good, he's the bad in his situation. And then after a while, the film switches and it's just on his head where it's like, I'm starting to see, like, I don't want to live this lifestyle anymore. This lifestyle, I don't want to do drugs anymore. It's all shit. And in his mind, he's just touching, like putting his toes in the water to the point where he's like, oh shit, I love this lifestyle. I want to get used to it. And then my character's trying to pull him out of it. And yeah, so it's a very good movie. It's very different from films I thought I would have done.
Okay. Now, I hear on your leisure time that you're doing some video productions for like music artists.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So UFN Trey, which I had over here, or UFN Trayvon, I had him as my first guest. And you did his video, so tell me how you put that together and basically found the time and the whole theme of the video.
Yeah, I just finished it yesterday. I just finished it 2 days ago and I just put it up yesterday. Basically we was all in my boy's Maury's house and we're just talking, throwing ideas off each other, and then it just came to the point where this song had came up. And I was like, oh shit, who's this? And then, my boy Trey's like, hey, this is me, and this is my shit. I'm listening, so I'm bumping to it. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, yo, I got a whole entire video for this. You should let me shoot this. And off the back, he was just like, all right, go for it. Like, the whole shit is yours. You want to shoot it? Go ahead and shoot it. He's like, if any video you want to do for one of my songs, just go ahead and do it. So I just took it upon myself. I was like, all right, fuck it. Listen, you got the camera. We have the tools. We could do it. We're not top notch, we don't have all this fucking crazy equipment, but we could work with what we got.
Okay, what kind of editing software did you use for the video?
My editing software was Wondershare.
Wondershare.
Yes, Wondershare. Film more, I believe.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very it's beautiful.
Very techno savvy and such. Okay, so right now we have you as acting, writing, and being a music producer for videos. Which one of those do you fancy the most?
Writing.
Mm-hmm. That's where the money is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself doing more videos for UFN Trade? Do you see him being like a type of permanent producer until y'all go, separate naturally?
Well, I wouldn't. Well, we're that's my guy. Trey's my guy. No matter what, I don't want to just see it as videos I'm doing for him, or videos we're just doing together for the thing. I'm gonna bring, because I don't want to. My vision was never to really do music videos. So when I was just like, I'm gonna need to practice. I'd love to shoot this, just to see what it is and how I get a feel of it, and if I really like it, then I'll go for it. Yeah. So it came out. I liked it. I loved it after what I came out with, and mainly, I think we're gonna do a lot of projects. There's gonna be a lot of projects together with me and Dre.
Okay, so far as this year, what kind of things you want to do multimedia wise? Far as music or short films, skits.
I want to do a lot of short films, and if I can, I want to really do a full length film. But I just don't want to make films just to make them. I always wanted to paint like give people a message in films and shit like that. Like the writings I do. Like if people are just like, oh, if it doesn't have this, it's not good, or if it doesn't have that, it's not good, and it's just like the way people see movies now, or look at art, or fucking listen to music. It's very different from other people who actually do the music or actually do the art. Because a lot of people have different perspectives on what they see, but it's like if you're an artist, sometimes people do link and be like, oh, I see the message you're trying to paint there. Okay, you was trying to make this person feel like this. It's like, yeah, I got that. Then you tell the next person, like, I didn't even see that. I wasn't paying attention to that. Wow.
So I hear where you're coming from, and I see you're getting a clearer mind. But I would like you to talk to the youth and tell them certain things that you've done when you were procrastinating, or you were too down on yourself, to actually put that to the side and put out your products.
Do not stop doing what you're doing. If you got a fucking dream, excuse me for the youth, I shouldn't even curse. If you have a dream, or if you have a goal that you want to accomplish, and you just sit there and it bothers you to the point where it's like someone's pulling at the back of your shirt, just keep pushing for it and keep going for it. Do not stop. People, you're gonna get criticism. You're gonna get people to say, hey, you're not good at that. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Keep going for it. Don't listen to them. And if you're one of those people that can sit there and use that, then that's even better. You sit there and use your pain into the point where you create an art for other people. Now, a lot of people don't do that, but if you do have a dream, if anyone's there, just keep going for it. Because our youth right now is so important. Because right now, what we think right now is our generations that's going right now, it's shit. But the people right now, the youth, please just keep pushing it. Don't stop. Do not stop.
Can you give an example of a time that you was at rock bottom and you was about to quit, but you figured or find some things to motivate you to keep striving?
Yeah, man. It was during my last years of high school, and like when I was leaving and shit, I became like this. I was an alcoholic, bro. I was just drink every day before class, in the morning, to school, after when I get out, and it was just to the point where I did completely stupid shit. Like you look at me from there to now, and you'd be like, "Where's that person?" Like it's two different people right now. Like
right.
It's disgusting, So it's like, and I almost got fucking locked up for a couple years too. So it was. It was to the point where I really did have to turn my life around. And if the people that I ran into, that's why, when people say, oh, I wish I never ran into this person, I take that, I look at that, and I'm just like, I'm glad I ran into this person, because it's telling me what to watch out for later on in my years. Because this wouldn't be the first, and it's definitely not going to be the last person I would run into somebody like this. But yeah, it took me a while. I had to turn my life around. So I found it back in my writing. I was like, what's the one thing that I love? Like, what's the one thing that you wake up seeing yourself doing? And I was just like, writing. Or doing something with film. It has to be acting, writing, directing, or producing. That's all I want to do. And I was just like, push it. And you surround yourself with the right people, and anything can happen. You can do anything you want. You put your mind to something, and you can do it. The mind is the most powerful thing.
Okay, so where do you see yourself artistically in 5 years?
Where I see myself in 5 years artistically? Well, for starters, I mean, that's a very good question, you son of a bitch. I would say I don't see myself in the same position, but I do see myself in the same area, like surrounded with the same people, the group of people, because it's not just me pushing this out. Like I do have another friend of mine that's very good at editing. He's starting to put his YouTube channel out, Maury Reacts. You guys check that link down below. We're gonna link that shit down. Very funny cat. It's my main man, and so I mean we got you with the podcast, so it's like we're pushing out to the shit where it's like we just gotta come together and just keep. I really see us doing shit. I see us doing magnificent shit, actually. That's the thing. I can't even really sit there and be like, I see us doing this, because then if I see us doing something else, it's gonna be like, oh, you were wrong, But it's like I can't even put a picture up, put a fucking finger on it, because it's just like we could do anything.
You can. Anything you put your mind to and put the work into it, I truly believe you can make it. That's what the Hebrews know. And I don't knock them for that. You dream it, and then you create it. You know, the airplane was a dream first, and niggas was like, "You crazy? You trying to fly in the sky?" And you said, "You watch, I'm gonna make me a motherfucking plane with an engine. We gonna be flying." So
and now we can't even keep it in the fucking sky anymore.
Yeah.
Someone just fucking Delta.
So do you want to get any more formal training in school, or are you just gonna go on your own time and practice rehearsing and get into characters?
Well, for acting, no. I feel like I already had a sense of everything that they were teaching me, but it was just they made me relearn it with different things that I've never thought about. So it's like, oh, okay, I was doing that, but you just want me to do it this way, and it's like it's uncomfortable. It's just like I get it. Okay, you keep that shit. But if anything, it'll go for writing. I would definitely want to go back for writing, because that's my shit. Writing's my shit, man. Writing tells a lot of stories, So,
it does, man. You read old stories, and it's like these stories were made 200, 300 years ago, but they still hold bearings to today's life.
Yeah, man.
Because, there's nothing new under the sun, and history repeats itself. So, it's just a cycle.
And read a lot of books, everybody. If you guys are listening to this and watching this shit, you guys should get a lot of books. Put your fucking phone down, right? Put that shit down.
And if you're a nigga, just get an audio book.
Even better, you know what I'm saying? You let someone read it to you. It's dope. Get it in Samuel Jackson's voice, if anything. He could, or Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yes.
The most gentlest fucking voice in the world. He could tell you someone's dying. It's just like, wow, he's about to get shot right now. But that's life.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck.
It is life.
Damn, that just hit the fucking soul. So please, read books, audio books, put the phones down. You know what I'm saying? Just connect with the world, man.
So, can you tell me off rip how many films or theater shows you've been in?
I did 2 plays. Film-wise, I want to say about 8. That would be 8.
What were some of the names of the shows on Broadway, off Broadway?
Well, they were in school. I did a play in school. It was a presentation. It was for Al Pacino's first play he did, actually. It was for There's a Tiger Wear a Necktie. I did that, and I dislocated my shoulder on stage while doing it. Jesus. It's very good performance, you guys. I'll give the video to Thaumiel. Put that in the link below as well. Show that shit some love, Jesus. But yeah, that was something. I dislocated my shoulder on that one, and then we had another play where I had to play basically a mental patient, and this was for Robin Williams' play. It was fuck, I forgot the name of the play. I'm so sorry.
It's the great. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Man, rest in peace.
I respect
I'm so sorry. Like it's really sad too that I'm so mad I didn't get to push this out when I was so younger, because I probably could have. I always wanted to do a film with him. Yeah. That him, Jim Carrey, like these are my idols for comedy, and it's like fuck, how can Richard Pryor, but I wasn't born back then, so I doubt it.
Yeah, but it's still relatable. That's the only man that said he sucked a dick and nobody even thought twice about it.
Nobody. It's just like, oh, but that's Richard Pryor. You're cool. It's like when they say, fuck, James Franco. Oh, I just caught James Franco in the back sucking dick. It's like, you didn't get his autograph?
Yeah.
Like it's just like, look, I just said he sucked dick. No, you didn't get his autograph. That's James Franco.
Talking about tribute shit.
Yeah, man.
Just get the autograph.
James Franco.
So what would you like? Give me a comedy script that you have in mind. Something that you think is funny, briefly.
Alright, alright, these ideas are copyrighted, so anybody that's listening to this, I do have a lawyer. But a very funny comedy. I guess I just like the comedy where it's simple, man. It's not too hard, too crazy. Where it's like, oh shit, you need a big fucking elephant in the room to tell this funny joke. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, you can have the one person, two people. That right there could tell the funniest fucking story in the world. And it's like, if anything, I would have to have it as like it's just a group of friends. It always has to do with a group of friends because you can get away with a lot of comedy with a group of friends. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, you know, they're really close to each other, so they could do like get it's like, oh shit, okay, I get that. All right, that's funny, you know, boom, let's bounce off each other. It's all right. So yeah, I would, if anything, it would be like a group of friends for comedy and shit like that, real raunchy rated R shit.
Would you be interested in building comedy skits with the Limited Potential Project?
Of fucking course, why not? Is that even a question? Is there a cue card in there?
No, my cue card, so I gave them the day off today.
Man, yeah, no, man, of course. What the fuck, why not? I'm surprised I didn't get this earlier. I mean, this is so shocking. Thank you, yes, I would, if anything, I would always love to.
As far as the movement, you know what I'm saying, which has many names, I'm Lord Thaumiel, we have UFN, until further notice, Limited Potential Project, and through all those avenues, we're going to give you music, comedy, inspiration, and aspirations, you know. So just, you know, you'll see the subscriptions pop up and you're going to see different things. So we're not in a box. Nobody's just reacting or just podcasting or just, no, we artists.
Yes.
And we're using this platform to show you our art.
Yes, you know? We are. And you guys are fucked. You guys are going to get a lot of shit. You guys are going to get great shit. It's going to be so great, you're going to be like, where the fuck are these guys?
And another thing I would like right now to just give a shout out to Michael S. He gave me my first $5 donation. And also Larry S. He gave me a $20 donation. And Michelle W., who also gave me a $20 donation. And with those donations, I was able to get this beautiful Logitech camera, which as you can see is way lighter and it's way more, what do you call it, the pixels?
Yeah, it's very, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like we got a Michael Bay camera effect going on here with the little light shining. I feel like I'm in Transformers or some shit right now.
So just for the audience to know, your donations do go to make this show better, so we can get better production equipment, cameras, microphones, tripods, and what have you. I'm not taking your money and smoking it up or buying a house like Tommy Sotomayor, that fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying? So come see me, nigga. But other than that, you know, your donations is very, you know, appreciated. And it just lets me know that what I'm doing is not going for vain and people really appreciate the vision of all my people. Because we work hard, you know what I'm saying? We in the room, we in the lab, and we filming and editing and cutting and thinking. So, you know, and we do it for y'all. We do it because we want to make you laugh. Because we know you have bad days, you have good days, you have in between. And through all those things, we want you to watch us. You know, I want us to grow with you. So this is Richardson, and I thank you for coming.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure, and you know, hopefully you come back to the couch and we can talk about your next movie or whatever project you have coming out next.
Yes. Oh, yes. My next project is going to be one of my writings I'm putting out. Actually, I'll let you read that beforehand in the next podcast. You probably throw that, whatever you want to do with it, but just make sure, you know, I do have lawyers again, so just everything's copyrighted.
What's your lawyer's name?
Oh, my lawyer's name?
You fucked up.
Name's Charles.
Right. So definitely the links, once this young man gives me the links to these movies, they'll definitely be out on all my platforms, so you can see his movies and, you know, download them illegally. And you know, at the end of the show, please comment, you know what I'm saying, let me know what you would like to see, what you wouldn't like to see, or if there's any questions I missed that you want me to ask another viewer, so this show can get bigger and better and you can feel a part of what we're doing, because this is a global effect, you know. So peace and prosperities and blessings, and I wish you a wonderful week. It's Lord Thaumiel's the podcast, Ron Richardson.
Thank you for having me. Remember again, guys, the youth.
We out.
They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. Body leaning, can't stand it. Mixing Molly with the brandy. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. 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 Shorty trippin' off the X. She been trippin' on the X. Got so much weight on my chest. Come to the boss, better get you a vest. Niggas are shooting, don't care about text. Black against white, see no need for the rest. Sleep when I'm dead, ain't no need for the rest. Getting these checks, no I'm passing my test. Sweating like fellas, my ammo unlimited. Dancing with the devil just for the hell of it. Running up into your president, evil could evil the bars just to stay relevant. My trunk as big as an elephant. Taking control of the game like a pop-up bitch. Trying to play me, I play with your bitch. No, I'm not poor, but just know I'm not rich. Pop a perk, getting ready for work. Do anything so I get to that title. Don't follow the rules, so don't preach me the Bible. Fuck niggas pussy, they singing like idol. Mop the floor with your ass, clean up your aisle. Swim at the fishes, you in denial. You pop a smack, I'll pop the rifle. I'm preaching my piece, so come get an rifle. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. Body leaning, can't stand it. Mixing Molly with the brandy. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. 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 Lord forgive me for my verses. Going Kendrick like I'm Perkins in the studio. No rehearsing, don't hear from me. No, I'm working, I'm shining. Don't close my curtains. Talking shit in the club. I'm coming at you like Tyler Durden.
They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. Body leaning, can't stand it. Mixing Molly with the brandy. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny. They gon' think you pop the Zanny.
Once again, we have Ron Richardson, writer, producer, actor. And I just want to ask you some words, and you can tell me what's the first thing that comes to your head. Prosperity.
Peace.
Love.
Compassion.
Deceit.
Hate.
Legacy.
Triumphant.
Dysfunctioning.
Relationship.
Anger.
Hate.
Success.
Sacrifice.
Okay, let me give you one more good one. Manipulation.
This guy. That's what you point at me right there. That's I'm a manipulator, but not in a bad way or in a good way. Just some say.
How do you feel about the current state of the country?
It's sickening and it's sad right now, to be honest. That's why I feel like this is why it's the biggest time for artists to really step the fuck up, guys, because we need to. The only way we could reach people is just by, if it's not fucking music, movies, or writing, or whatever the thing is, we need to really send a message out, because what the message we're sending out right now is actually not really doing anything.
It's a very self-destructive message.
Yeah, we're basically imploding on our fucking selves, and it's very sad. Like, it's really sad. We didn't have all these people, Martin Luther King, to sit here and do what he did just to
fuck Martin Luther King. Don't mention that bitch ass double agent in the presence of my haven.
Oh shit, double agent, huh? All right.
You can talk about Nat Turner. You can talk about Malcolm Shabazz, El Hajj, Malik.
Oh, you see, and these are the people they don't even fucking put on the news.
You can talk about the father, Clarence 13, peace to all the gods and nerves out there. But don't you ever, in your cocksucking life, mention Martin Luther King. I'm sorry about that. But I see where you were going.
Yeah, you see where I was going with this. But yeah, man, I mean, shit.
Dr. King.
Dr. fucking King. Now you make me look at shit different perspective, man.
What was he the doctor of? He was the doctor of infidelity. That's what he was the doctor of.
Fucking deceit.
Fucking all those bitches. That's why he was getting hit with bricks in the head, because he was fucking niggas bitches. And they caught his ass in the boycott.
He was like, Jesse. Jesse.
Stop fucking them bitches, Jesse.
Stop it with them hoes.
But what do you feel how can your art influence the world for the better?
Well, how can I say this? I can say this a lot of ways, and this is not even one way that's popping into my head right now. But basically, if I like you put me on the spot right here, it's many. I don't want to say it's one message. I want to say I want to send many messages, because it's like, one, you can't judge a book by its cover. Two, you know, you should always treat people with respect, whatever the thing is. 3, look at things 2 different ways. And treat yourself how you want to be treated, and treat others the way you want to be treated, excuse me. And it's just like, we need to really wake up on certain situations and things that are brought to light, like, you know, the shooting with the cops or whatever the cops is. Like, we actually, it comes to the point where, you know, people don't feel safe around cops, and it's like, you know, it's like, fuck, we got these shootings, and it's mostly blacks, and it's just like, you know, then we get this hate thing going on right now, and it's like, it's racism, and it's like, you know, we abolished that. Many abolished slavery as well many years ago, man, and it's still coming back. It's like you just said, that history repeats itself, and I'm honestly saying, like, if that's gonna happen, then, and we fucking know it, and like, there's actually people telling us, like, hey, this is what's going on, and everyone's just like brushing it off like it's nothing. It's insane. But I really want to change. If I can't change the world, at least I can change one person's perspective, and if that's good enough for me, then, I mean, if that's like basically what happens, then that's good enough for me, man. Like, I've reached out to one person, or I reached out to half of a person, like, only thinks about it like 1% of the time, but it's still there.
Did you know that today, July 3rd, 53 years ago, was when the Civil Acts right was passed? 53 years. We were slaves for 350 years, and only 53 years ago, they want to treat us civil. So just think about that. You know, I don't know how old your mother is, and if she has an older sister or brother, but that's not too long ago. You know, and I think that's what the kids have to realize. Like, they was putting German Shepherds on our asses 53 years ago, and that's not, you know. So just get conscious, man. You don't have to be a Nation of Islam nigga or a Hebrew Israelite or anything. Just educate yourself about who you are. Why wouldn't you want to know who you are and where your family came from? Because every other race does.
Yes, man. Knowledge is fucking key, man.
And you could be proud to be a slave, because we're the only motherfuckers that was brought to this country, because they knew what we was capable of.
Yes.
So don't ever knock yourself on that. I think too many blacks wanna, oh, I'm West Indian, and I'm Honduran, I'm Dominican. No, you're a slave.
That's kind of fucked up as well. When
you're a descendant of a slave.
Yeah, it's a word. You know, don't, I mean, people when they say slave, it's just like, oh shit, what they did. But it's like, people like, oh, you're a slave. You know, hey, you're this, you're that. Don't. You are what you are, man. You just fucking rock with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock what you are.
I don't condone that.
I'm a slave.
Slave, bro. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
But what I would say is, just like I said, it's education. If a Puerto Rican knocks a Moreno, it's like, you was a slave that was owned by Spaniards. That's why you speak Spanish, and I was a slave owned by European British people. That's why I speak English, and because you speak Spanish, you think you're better than me. Just had different slave masters. So it's just things like that that I think we have to realize before we can actually come together and build and put away the self-hate and the divide and conquer aspect of it all. But you could also do that with, you know, our outlets, with our movies, with our skits. Dave Chappelle made people laugh hard as hell, black, white, in between, but he always had a social conscious message in all his comedy skits. So that's what we're gonna do here. You know, we're gonna bullshit and have fun too, but we're gonna be dropping them Jews every now and then, because they need to be dropped.
Yes.
You know, so once again, we had Ron Richardson, actor, producer, writer, and I'm so happy and privileged that he took the time to come over here and let me pick his brain. And when he does his next film, he'll be here to promote it.
Yes, I will. Thank you again for having me. Please keep doing this. I know you're gonna fucking rock with this. It's the greatest podcast I've ever listened to. Second will be half Optic, but that's done with. Hex, fuck you. But you know, we're here on Thaumiel's podcast, man. Don't fuck around.
That's right, Lord Thaumiel's podcast. If you slip, we will grip, and we don't lighten up, we tighten up. Peace to the gods and nurse. We out of here.
For dead, going harder than a tank. Asking me why my face looking so stank. Smoking on that dank, going for the highest rank. Getting lost in my thoughts, so what the fuck you niggas think? Everybody know I'm that nigga on the go. Even if I'm getting high, I always gotta keep it low. Rolling up the weed, paper Fonto. Got these niggas coughing from the purple, that's without the Sprite though. Climbing up the tower like Eiffel. When you see me, baby, come and get an eyeful. Squad rolling deep, you know the sight is frightful. Never preaching right hand on the Bible. Better keep it 100 or I'm aiming for your vital. King of the jungle, so I'm fittest for survival. Never shot a gun, but know I got the rifle. Niggas in these streets always staying spiteful. Bitches on the wave, but my record is entitled. No competition to me, I'm my greatest rival. That's that shit that I know, just making sure that everybody know. If you haven't heard about me, I've been knocking at your door. Speaking knockers bumping in the Civic right down to the store. Never grew up being rich, but hustled too much to be poor. Let's get it. She gripping the stick while I'm whipping the throttle. The best with the top, but she say she don't swallow. Don't care if you model or fuck on my condo, cause you acting childish. Need me a nasty red bone freak bitch, worthy of the dick. But enough about me, let me see the pussy lips. Ain't no need for all the talking, heard the whole team hit. Got the Henny on deck, not a whole team lit. Always setting up the squad, going pro with the assist. But I'll never cuff a hoe, make sure everybody know I'm the purest of the breed, double T, no pedigree. So your girl up in the club, big red bone freak bitch, bagging up that ass, I can front, she feeling me. Don't be hating on the boy, everything I'm on I destroy. Know the shit I do is effortless, moving up like the Jeffersons, always chasing the Benjamins. Got hatred in my heart, but just believe this flow is heaven sent. Track 7, it's so magnificent, no label holding me back from being so brilliant. Can nobody tell me that my heart isn't in this shit? And I don't take no fucking notice from a nigga or a bitch. Just know I'm not a villain, but I'm staying vigilant, cause these coppers is vigilantes. In their rise we all immigrants, taking all of our innocence. But my spirit is infinite and my rapping is intricate, with my style so militant. Hold up.